Hi, Bumblebee. Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm a reseller on eBay, sometimes on Poshmark, but mostly on eBay. I do YouTube videos on reselling. I do Sundays are my what sold the past week videos. And then I also come on during the week, usually Thursdays at 4 o'clock, but sometimes I have some recorded videos on. Bumblebee, how are you doing? I'm feeling fine. I never had any. I had my second vaccination for whoever wants to know. Both my sister and I had it the same day. She had hers a couple hours earlier than I had mine. And Sue's fine. She didn't have any reactions either. In fact, this time my arm didn't even get as sore as the first time. In fact, I can't even feel where I got it, where I got the injection this time. The first injection, my arm got kind of sore, like somebody punched me in the arm. That was the only thing. This time, when you're maybe get a, sort of systemic reaction, everybody's different. But I didn't get anything, and neither did my sister. I expected to be real achy and maybe have some chills and maybe run a small fever. Nothing, zero. Makes you kind of wonder if you got the real thing. Yeah, we've been really lucky because I didn't want to feel bad. But I had planned on taking yesterday off, and not doing too much, and I didn't have to at all. And it turned out that yesterday was a really good selling day, as is today so far. So remember when I told you I was going to clean out I was going to make a video, but I did actually videotape it. It was so hard to get up and down off the floor, I didn't put it on. It's the cabinet under my television, the TV cabinet. Underneath there are some doors and shelving, and it was full of DVDs, all kinds of DVDs that I had bought and I had watched, and some of them I hadn't watched, but I just put them in there in case I wanted to watch. But in there I had a lot of course, horse training videos, which I used to buy periodically. I still have a lot of them. If anybody comes on, Bumblebee, I know you don't know anything about horse trainers, but there's some well-known ones. John Lyons, Clinton Anderson, Chris Cox, who else? Several different ones that I had videos from. Pat and Linda Pirelli. We had bought, both my daughter and I had bought their whole courses. And with the courses, you got like monthly CDs. I still have those. But then they had some things on TV, RDF TV, which is mostly has to do with farming and animals and horses. So there was something on there every year. It was a yearly contest called Road to the Horse. And it was a colt starting contest. And every year I'd watch it live on TV. But then I'd buy the DVDs just to have in case I wanted to watch it again. So I'm glad I bought these. You'll see in my selling this week. But anyway, Estella, hi, glad to see you here. I told my sister, you said it's because we have the nurse's immune system. Yeah, she said maybe. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. In fact, I had no kind of, reaction to the second injection at all. So I'm fully vaccinated now. And they tell you to sort of wait 2 weeks and before you'll have the like 95% protection. So I've waited this long for a year. I guess I can wait a couple more weeks. Hi, Sue. There, my sister's on Bumblebee. You still feeling good, Sue? Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, I had some better sales because of these DVDs. That's what made the difference this week. But I did have one Poshmark sale, but not a big. I had that item on sale. You'll see, I didn't sell it for very much. And don't be mad, Bumblebee, because I believe it's something that you sent me. Either you sent me or I got it in a ThreadUp box, of course. So anyway. Yep, my sister's still fine too. So we had no reaction whatsoever. My sister's daughter had achiness and stuff after her second injection, but I think that's about all. It just lasted 24 hours, I think, right? So my daughter kept calling me yesterday, see how I was feeling. I said, I'm fine. Yeah, so that was good. So in a couple weeks, I'll feel like I can at least go out. Of course, I'll still wear a mask just because that's what they tell you to do. Everybody's still supposed to wear a mask, whether you're vaccinated or not, because evidently you can carry the virus. You just don't get it. So, yeah, I'll feel much safer, and I'll feel I can go to Goodwill. Oh, you read that the old folks, that's us, don't get the bad reactions as much as younger people. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe it's because our immune system is better. I don't know if that would make sense, though. If our own immune system, yeah, we're old. If our own immune system is greater, you'd think we'd react greater to it, but I don't know. I don't understand how that all works anyway. All I can say is I didn't have even a cold for about 12 years after I retired from nursing. And then I've only had like 2 colds, and they were minor since. I just haven't gotten colds ever since I was, retired from nursing. When I first started working in the ER, where you're in contact with lots of people, different people, hourly, I had a constant cold. I just felt, I just had a constant cold all the time. You were getting everything that would come in. But then after a while, I stopped getting them, and then I haven't gotten them since. So your immune system does build up and protect you. But I did get the vaccine. I don't think it would have protected us against this new vaccine that we've never been in contact, or this new virus that we've never been in contact with. Our immune systems don't know about that. My sister doesn't get colds either. See? Yeah, it must be something about being in such close contact with people for such a long period of time. Yeah, well, I'm glad. I hate colds. Uh, anyway, I have my cup of coffee here because I did eat already. I ate. I like to eat early. I don't feel good in the evening anyway. So if I eat in the evening, I feel even worse. So I try to eat mid-afternoon, early afternoon, my bigger meal, and that's it. I just sort of graze at night if I get hungry. I'll just have some pretzels and or something, you know. I know this is tea time, but I needed another cup of coffee. I hadn't had my second cup of coffee. Anyway, how do you think my hair is looking? This is my longer hair now. I cut off the back so there's not that mess in the back. This hairdo, especially if I take off my glasses. See this hairdo? Does this look familiar? Think of Dutch boy paints. That's what it reminds me of. Of course, I don't think that little Dutch boy is on their cans of paint anymore. But long time ago, that's why it was called Dutch boy paints, because it had this little picture of this little boy, this Dutch boy. He had this exact haircut. And that's whenever my hair gets to be this length, that's what it always reminds me of. You think it's because we had healthy parents? I don't know. Maybe. You know, I can't really remember my parents having many colds and things either. That type of sickness. Yeah, I think genetics has a lot to do with a lot. So let's get into what I sold this past week. I sold 16 eBay items and one Poshmark item, which surprised me when it came in. But she had offered me less, and I took it because I hadn't made a sale on Poshmark like forever, because I just don't even go on there much. So yeah. Bumblebee, do you watch on YouTube? Do you watch McThrifty? She's a young girl, blonde hair. I like to watch her shipping videos a lot, but she only sells on Poshmark. Do you know anything about her? She sells a lot. Okay, she makes a good amount of money, but I couldn't find any of her videos that explains too much about what she does on on Poshmark, how she sells, if she uses a helper. As far as I can tell from any videos I've watched, she doesn't have anybody helping her. I'm just wondering whether she uses that service that helps, share her closet. Because she's got to be sharing a lot to be making all these sales every week. You just started watching her. Yeah, I like to watch her. And thank you very much for that video on things that are going to trend. And I'm so glad that skinny jeans are going to be sort of out. And bigger things, more comfy things are going to be in. Because heaven knows, being at home, everybody's being at home, That's what we want. Bigger, comfier things. So, yeah, that was interesting. I like to watch those trending videos. So let's get to it. Let's, you don't think she has any helpers? Huh. But I wonder if she's not a bot, but you know, that service that helps you share. I don't think she's ever mentioned anything on any of the videos I've watched, but maybe she just doesn't. I don't know. So let me share my screen and let's get going here on what I sold. Okay, look at this. Just in time for St. Patrick's Day, which I'm not even sure which day it is. Is it always March 17th? Or does it change every year? Seems to me that's the date that comes to my mind. But anyway, here is Blarney Castle Shamrock Sweater. It's all wool. It's really heavy, and it's Irish wool. It's unisex type sweater. And I've had this for quite a while, which surprised me. I think I had it all the way through last St. Patrick's Day. It didn't sell. But I took a best offer on that of $30. And because I had it so long, I took the $30 offer. They paid shipping of $10.10. I paid $8, so I made a couple more dollars there. It went to Rock Island, Illinois. And here's a pair of Levi's, $5.50. These are men's, and they were quite worn. I mean, they were well worn. 31 by 30, relaxed fit in this light wash. And they were on sale for $21.05, and that's what they sold for. And they went to San Francisco, California. They paid $7.85 shipping, and I paid $7.76, so about the same. Here's this little tiny top. This was really, now my mannequin is about a size 6, okay? I had to really struggle. This is a real stretchy top, but it's a thick, stretchy top. And I had to really struggle to get this on my mannequin. But Forever 21 fitted crop top, and it sold for, I sent an offer to watchers because I didn't think this would ever sell, to tell you the truth. And for $6.44, and that's what it sold for. They paid shipping of $4.85 on top of that, and I paid $3.22, so I made another $1. But yeah. Oh, that went to Denton, Texas. There's my Texas sale. Then remember, I got this in the thread-up box. This was, I had said this was one of the ugliest skirts I had ever seen. This was by Jacqueline Smith. It's a pencil skirt. It was satin. It was fully lined. It was just ugly. It was a size 8, and I only put it up for $9.95, and then I sent an offer to watchers for $8.77, and somebody bought it, which I was real happy about. And it went to Colbert, Washington, way out to Washington. They paid shipping on it. They paid $4.85. I paid $3.69. So another $1 there. I paid, sold this Not Your Daughter's Jeans, women's size 10. This was the Barber boot cut, dark wash. and it's sold for the sale price of $23.19. They went to Morriston, Florida, and those sold. Those I hadn't upped my shipping price, so shipping price was $7.65 they paid, and I paid $7.76. I lost a few pennies there, but it's fine. Okay, this is the start of my DVD clean out. The first thing that I had put up was I put these together. I had both The Man from Snowy River and Return to Snowy River. So I bundled them together and I sold them both for $14.99. They sold within a day. And I decided I'd pay on all these media mail things that you don't pay too much for shipping, but I've decided to charge $2. $2 shipping. I don't think people think too much about paying $2 in shipping. So that's what I put on most all of these. So $14.99 plus $2 shipping they paid. And that went to Green Mountain, Iowa. And here's my first training video. This was by I'm not going to do this correctly, but Native American. And this is somebody that one of my favorite trainers, John Lyons, used to talk about. His name is Gawani Ponyboy. And he did horse training also. So this was just a single DVD, and it was called Horse Follow Closely. And it was about relationship training between you and your horse. And I sold it for $14.99 plus the $2 shipping. And that went to Heath Springs, South Carolina. And here's a hat I've had for a while, from back when I was doing my own Goodwill shopping. And I thought this would sell right away. It was in excellent condition. It was a blue like corduroy. And it was 1989 sponsor U.S. shooting team. And I thought for sure this would sell right away. I put a price of $17.24 on it, and it went on sale, or I put a best offer out for $15.77, and that's what it sold for. The hats, I did charge, and I charge shipping on this. Usually I don't on hats, but $4.50 on shipping they paid on top of that. And I paid $3.85, so I made a little bit more on that. And it went to San Fernando, California. My California sale. So we have both Texas and California. Okay, here's the first, no, not the first, the Horse Follows Closely was the first. This is the first Clinton Anderson one. Leads and lead changes. This was 2 DVDs, I believe, was in this. And it went for $24.99. She had emailed me, because I didn't have best offer on that, but she emailed me and really wanted this video, and she offered me $20. So I took a $20 offer, which I probably shouldn't have done, seeing what happened later this week. She paid $2 in shipping, so she paid $22. I paid $2.89, so I made another $1 back. And that was the first Clinton one. Now here's my Poshmark sale. Alfred Dunner. Now I've never bought Alfred Dunner, so I know this either came from you, Bumblebee, or ThreadUp. This was a little cotton blazer, buttoned front. but it was lined and everything. And it was a 18 petite, which is a plus size, but a petite. I've had this for quite a while. So I forget what it was. Oh, that's what was on it. I don't know why I put it on such a low price, probably because of the brand. That's the price it was on it on Poshmark, and somebody bought it. And they paid their own shipping, whatever that is now. What's shipping on Poshmark now? Has it gone up to $7.99, I think I have to pay? So out of that, I made $14.40 on the Poshmark sale. Okay, here's a BKE buckle men's extra large Western long sleeve shirt with pearl snap buttons. Not buttons or snaps, but that's sold for the regular price or the sale price of $26.67. And this went to Thane, Wyoming. So maybe this went to a cowboy in Wyoming. It's a cowboy shirt. And it's in really nice condition. They paid $4.50 shipping. I paid 3 cents more. I've been changing my shipping to $4.85 instead of $4.50, which just covers a little bit more. But yeah, I was happy for that sale. And then another sale, Ann Taylor Factory. This was a like a half button down, button up front there. This was that mustard color. I remember when I got that because I think we talked about the color of this. Had white polka dots on it. It was cute. And the sleeves had that tab and button. You could roll them up, button them up there. But this went for, I sent an offer to Watchers out for $18.77, and that's what somebody bought it for. And that went to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Sue. They paid $4.85 shipping, and I paid $3.89, so I made another $1 that way. Okay, here comes my horsey videos. This was my most favorite one of all of the Road to the Horse contests. These were 2-day long contests, and they edited it down to 3 DVDs. I think they run 5.5 hours. And this was Pat Pirelli, Chris Cox, and Clinton Anderson, 3 big-time clinicians. And they called this a Legends one because of who they were. I put a higher price on this one than the rest of them. And I put $48.99. This had 3 DVDs in it. And somebody bought it within hours of me putting it on, which always makes you think maybe you put too low of a price on it. But it's been sitting in that cabinet for quite a few years. If I would have known these sold so well, I would have gotten them out before now. But anyway, that's the first one that's sold. This is the next one, Road to the Horse 2007. That first one was from 2011. This is from 2007, Cold Starting Challenge, 3 DVDs. This, the other ones I put this price on, $34.99. It sold last night, I think. They sold within a day, all of these, of me putting them on. So $34.99 plus $2 shipping. And I paid $2.89. So I made a little bit more on that. And this one, somebody bundled this one, the 2006 this colt starting challenge in 2006. This girl is pictured there is Stacy Westfall, and she was the first woman that ever won this Road to the Horse contest, and she was the winner of that one. And this one had Craig Cameron, Hargis, I forget Black, what his first name was, and Stacy Westfall, and she won that contest. So somebody bought that and this one. They were together. This 2008 Road to the Horse. And they paid $34.99 for each one. So they paid a total of $69.98 plus $4 shipping, because double the $2. And they paid $73.98 for those two DVDs. For shipping, I only had to pay $2.89. They went medium mail together to this person. So that was a wonderful sale for me. And these DVDs also are like new condition, because if I watched them, I only watched them once, because I had watched them online live. So, or not online, on TV they were live. So I might have watched them once, but some of them, they weren't sealed. So that's why I'm thinking I probably opened them and watched them once, at least the ending one. And they were just like brand new. Okay, then today I sold a CD, a music CD by No Mercy. This went for $5.95. These are my music DVDs that I really just trying to get rid of. And because I don't charge shipping on them, and I had to pay shipping of $2.89, so I didn't really make any money to speak of, but it was free. It's been in my DVD pile for years and years, so you can't count that as me paying for anything. So that is what I sold. So let me try to get back here. So that seems to be better. The Alfred Dunner was from you? Yeah. Okay, let's see what you have to say here. I have to balance out the brands in your box to keep the price point in line. Okay. But I try very hard to give you styles I think will sell similar items I've seen you sell already. Right. Yeah, your things always sell well, so I'm not worried. Well, now you know what DVDs you need to look for at the thrift store. Right, but I never see horse training videos. I have looked through DVDs, movies and things at Goodwill. I never have seen any horse training videos. Maybe I need to go when it opens. You know, I think if there's a reseller coming in at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning when they open, you know, I think the Goodwill sort of gets cleared out of the best things. If that's what they're looking at. I mean, they may not be looking for that at all. But yeah, for sure. I think if I would have saw those in Goodwill, I would have bought them anyway, just to watch myself. Maybe, maybe not, now that I'm not really riding anymore. But yeah, I will certainly look for those. Anything to do with horses, because the Man from Snowy River was a horse one. I have Black Beauty to put on. I haven't put that on yet. I have do I have Secretariat? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that was a really nice surprise this week to get those on, and they sold so fast. I like when that happens. Yeah, so I have been slowly, I photographed about half of my things from the thread up box, and I have half of them are yet upstairs because they need to be ironed before I can photograph them. And I put on, I don't know, I've only listed maybe 5 so far. I have maybe 5 more here ready to list. And I have a box, an inventory bin that I'm doing also. I'm sort of mixing them, up. I was watching Susanna Wells, and she had made in her store, when she was trying to get rid of a lot of the things that she'd never buy again, she put in her clearance part of her store. Now, I have a clearance part of my store, but I was looking at it, and the trouble is the things that are in the clearance are also listed under, say it's a women's tops. Women's tops, and then as far as the store categories, they're listed under women's tops, and also the second category is clearance. However, the problem with doing that is if you put something on sale, it goes on sale in the clearance too. So you have to, and you can only do it when things aren't on sale. So I can only do it like Mondays before I redo my sales. You have to go through one by one and change the price and take off the, just have them in clearance, not have them on another category in your store. So that's going to take a while to do that. Yeah, because there are some things I would like to just clear out. I don't especially want to send them back to Goodwill. I would like to get at least my money back out of them. So if I put them on clearance like she did, I could probably do that slowly, but they can't be in another category too. They have to only be in clearance. So that's what I've been doing. My back really hurts today, but it's no different than I have almost every day at this time of day. So I hardly think I can blame it on the vaccine. Yeah, this time of day is usually when I lay down put some heat on my back, maybe take aspirin with Back and Body, I think it's called, the aspirin. Has Anacin. It's just like Anacin used to be. Has caffeine in it. Caffeine and aspirin, which seems to make, caffeine makes the aspirin work better, I think. That's why they put them together. I haven't taken that today. But yeah, if my back keeps hurting, I think I'll take one. Because if I let it go too long, it'll give me the cramps. Because exactly where I get my pain in my back, when my back goes out, the chiropractor showed me where that also affects your belly muscles, and exactly where I was cramping. And when he would adjust my back, my cramps would go away. I stopped going to the chiropractor early on in this pandemic because he refused to wear a mask. He wore a shield. That's all. And then what they were saying about just the shield, it didn't really protect you because you're not closed. The person isn't closed in. if they sneeze or cough or talk loud or whatever, and this is close contact when you have a chiropractor working on you. So I asked him to wear a mask a couple times, and he still just came in with the shield. So that's when I stopped going. And I'll tell you, I've suffered because of it. But, you know, I didn't think that was smart of him to do. I don't know if I'll go back to him or if I'll find myself another guy, another chiropractor or not. I don't know. I have enough things to worry about now. My next worry is taxes and my teeth getting done. Exactly 2 weeks from when I got my vaccine on Friday, exactly 2 weeks, I go to the dentist, the oral surgeon, for the consult for the second part of this mess. And then after that, it will be the horrible part and the denture part. I'll probably never be the same again. And heaven knows when you'll ever see me after that. But I'm sick of not being able to eat. And I don't even know if I'll be able to eat anyway. Yes, the shield is meant to be worn with the mask. I know. Yeah, he just didn't get it. He didn't want to wear a mask all day. So, well, he lost my business. You've got your first item for your upcoming bolo list video. What? You've got your first item for your upcoming. Be on the look for it. List. Well, yeah, right. The horse training videos, right? Right. If I'd start selling more, I could make one of those videos about the bolo video. But I'd hate to make one, record one, and have just one thing on it. Things change too, as far as when I used to go to what I used to look for in the store, in Goodwill and the other thrift stores, to right now. Of course, I could put some of those things, the trending from the trending video on, right? And I watch enough. I mean, that's what I do part-time here, is watch YouTube videos. So yeah, I could pretty much tell. I've been waiting and waiting. I check almost every day for ThreadUp to put a denim box out or a men's box out, and there's nothing on there except the mixed clothing. This last box was my worst box. So I think I have another box coming any day. It's out for shipment. Not out, but it's been shipped from ThreadUp. So I don't know where it is, but it'll be coming probably this next week sometime. So I'll have a box opening from ThreadUp also. But unless it's a really good one, I'm not going to buy the mixed clothing for a while. I'm just going to do yours, Bumblebee, and I'll go shopping. Your prices went up at Goodwill, so they lost me oh dear. Where do you shop now? You don't want to give your shopping places away, probably. Yeah, I haven't been back, so I don't know if my prices have gone up or not. Maybe all of them went up because of people, them not getting as much business. I don't know. I haven't been back to check. So I have 2 or 3 bags to take to Goodwill when I go. Other local places, right? Don't give away your hidey holes. Yeah, I wish my daughter would go thrifting with me. I don't know if she'll ever get the vaccine. I heard something on the news today about sooner they're going to, for passports, they're going to require your vaccine card. You get a card, that you're fully vaccinated. So people were wondering if maybe to get hired for work, maybe there will be some places that will require you to be vaccinated. I don't know if they can do that or not, but you had to be, when I was young, I mean, you couldn't go places if you had measles or chicken pox. You had to stay in the house. They posted a sign. I'm going to try to find those. I don't know if I've showed them on here before. I have the signs from our house when I was little that the health department came and posted them on your house, that there was measles in there or chicken pox, and nobody was to go in and out except for the family. Yeah, it was a real thing. So I wonder where those are. They're put away someplace safe. I'll probably never see them again. Where would they be? I'm not sure. I ran across them a while back. I might have even shown them online at that time. I'm sure I didn't sell them, so I don't know where I put them. So the difference where you were sick with the measles and the chicken pox. Yeah. If you got it, yeah, there was no hiding measles and chicken pox. You had this gigantous rash and you were sick. But your parents, now, did Dad, could he go to work when we had measles and chicken pox? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah. That's some real ephemera. Yes, yeah, for sure. But I don't want to sell them. Heaven knows why, because my kids aren't going to want that. But yeah, I probably have some other things too. But I do have things that I don't want to sell. Dumb things. So I will now I'm really wondering where those are. I'll have to drive myself crazy searching around. If I don't get this tax stuff figured out and sent in to my guy, I'm going to drive myself crazy. I'm waiting right now for paperwork to come from the guy that paid me off for the last part of the house in Florida, because I do not have that paperwork. My bank has, when the money came in to the bank, I called my tax guy and he says I have to try to get it. If I can't get it, we'll figure out something. I don't know what he means by that, but you'd think you'd be able to tell by just what comes into the bank, but I don't know. It had to have been sent to me, but I can't find it. I have the other payoffs. There were 2 other payoffs, but not this one, not this last one. It happened January 29th, 2020. I know the date and everything, but I don't have the paperwork. Checked my safety deposit box, wasn't there. Yes, he sent me all that stuff, Sue. And all he sent me is what he had, and it's the exact same thing of what I have. It wasn't that last paper. So I'm thinking that Rick didn't go through that attorney. He either went through just a accountant or he didn't go through that attorney. But he buys and sells houses, so he could have just done it and had it notary, whatever that word is, notarized. He could have just had it notarized, but why wouldn't he send me the paperwork? Your husband got mumps as a child. Not sure his mom understood immunizations being from Italy. Yeah. I don't remember getting mumps. We got measles and chicken pox. And then, so I guess because we had it, Sue, did we have to get the vaccinations? Yeah, Rick called me yesterday, whatever. He was in Texas. He wasn't going back to Florida till over the weekend, so he's going to call me Monday and tell me that he's sending it out or whatever about it. He's either going to email me or call me tomorrow. Hopefully he does. I had some dripping going on in my boiler downstairs. My heat was fine, but it was dripping water for some reason. So my plumber came and fixed that. He fixed my spigot on my island that wouldn't run right. All he did was take the aerator off that was all clogged up. I'm not going to put one back on because I have hard water. It gets clogged up too easily. There were no vaccinations back then. So we just got they used to have chicken pox parties, remember? So your kids would get these things early. I got either measles or chicken pox. I'm not sure. We were out on the boat. My father had a little cabin boat and we would go fishing. And I remember starting to get the rash when we were out on the boat and it was so hot, which brought out the rash. Now, I can't remember if that was chicken pox or measles, but I thought we had both of those things when we were real little. So then, Sue, we didn't have to get the vaccinations because we had the virus. We had the measles and chickenpox, I guess. Well, chickenpox is related to shingles, so I got my shingles shot. I don't want to get that. I had a good friend of mine. He still has problems with nerve endings and that. Julie got chickenpox the day she was having her ear surgery. Oh dear, yeah. Just our kids had them. Yeah. Yeah, they were all vaccinated. I wonder what year that came out. I think the first not vaccinations, but the first immunizations we got was for polio, wasn't it? And it was something that was on sugar cubes. It was the medicine put on sugar cubes, and they gave it to you by mouth, which is so strange when you think about it. Wouldn't your digestive juices? It worked because it did away with polio. Yeah, that was our first immunizations, I guess, was against polio, because polio, when we were little, polio was the horrible thing that every mother was afraid of her kids getting. Cube of sugar for the kids, and adults got the shot. Okay. Okay. Well, at least the amount I made this week will be a little better because of all these nice sales from the horse training videos, but it still won't be up to what I want to be making because it's only a few things. Anyway, I'm going to close for now. I'm getting a hot flash. Where did I put my fan? I think I took maybe I put it in here. By the time I find it, my hot flash will be gone. I might have taken, here it is. So I might have taken it out the other room. Yeah. It's so unfair that I still get these at 78. My sister never got them. You don't know what you're missing, Sue. We got the smallpox one when we went to nursing school, too. Yeah, right. But we got smallpox. We got vaccinated when we were little, and then we got it again when we went into nursing. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the smallpox one. That was probably the first one we got. This came from the dollar store. Isn't it pretty? So I'm going to close for now and finish my coffee, go put some heat on my back, lay flat for a bit, and list a few more things. I'm not up to my 10 listings today yet. I have 7, just a few more to do. I'll do maybe these 5 new ones that I just bagged and got ready. And I will see you back here, Estella. Yeah, it is a good fan. Yes, see you Thursday. I'll be on Thursday at 4, if not before, with a recorded video. And then I'll be on next Sunday again. So see you all then. Thank you for coming. Bye.